I've got a question for you. How did poor man's food end up on white tablecloths with price tags that make your eyes water? Today, I'm diving into the surprising rise of peasant food to fine dining, and why humble dishes now carry the soul of modern cuisine. Start with the basics: bread, beans, roots. For centuries, people survived on leftovers, scraps, and whatever grew in stubborn soil. Stews thick with beans, soups built from stale bread, and vegetables that could take a beating in the field. Ribollita in Tuscany was yesterday's soup reboiled with bread. Polenta was cornmeal meant to fill you up, not show off. Bouillabaisse in Marseille was the fisherman's bargain. The ugly fish nobody wanted, turned into magic with patience and heat. So how did these bowls of survival become plates of art? Technique, sourcing, and story. Chefs took the same ingredients and leveled them up. Better beans, heirloom varieties. Bread, naturally fermented, with a crackling crust. Beetroot, roasted slow till the sugars sink. Celeriac, caramelized and earthy. Turnips, charred edges, sweet center. Then technique, confit to make tough cuts silk soft. Reductions to unlock depth. Smoking and pickling to add tension and brightness. Finally, the story. A dish with history tastes richer because you're eating a memory, not just a meal. Look at cassoulet. It's farm country thrift beans, sausage, duck scraps. In a fine dining room, it's a study in time, gelatin-rich stock, a crust built over hours, every bite layered like a symphony. Or ramen, once student fuel, now a ritual, bones simmered to cloud, tear calibrated like perfume, noodles with bounce, tacos, offal, bone marrow. Yesterday's cheap is today's chic. There's a deeper shift here. Nose-to-tail cooking made waste a sin and creativity a virtue. Fermentation went from necessity to nuance, kimchi, sauerkraut, pickles, giving chefs acidity, funk, and sparkle without a lemon in sight. Farm to table turned local into luxury, tracing a bowl of beans back to a single hillside, a single farmer, a single season. Why does it resonate? 3 reasons. 1, honesty. These dishes don't hide behind foam or smoke. They earn their flavor. 2, comfort. Grandmother's night shift meals, warmth after hard days. 3, sustainability. Humble cuts and hardy crops feed more people, waste less, and respect the land. Chefs aren't just copying, they're translating. Take bread soup. Turn stale loaves into a custard-thick bowl with olive oil that tastes like sunlight. Take oxtail. Braise it till it yields, glaze it till it shines, set it next to pickled onions for lift. Take a potato, compress it, slow cook it in butter, crisp the edges, simple but precise. And here's the twist. The more luxurious the setting, the more vital the origin story. A perfect plate without a past feels empty. A humble dish, elevated with care, feels alive. So next time you see beans on bone china, smile. You're tasting survival turned into celebration, not poor food made fancy, just honest food finally getting the spotlight. From humble to haute, the secret isn't caviar, it's respect. Respect for time, for technique, for people who made a lot out of a little. That's the real luxury.